JD. JD right here, folks. Okay, Giovanni, how you doing? How's everybody doing today? All excited talking about everything I want to talk about. How about this? Orioles, first title since 2014 AL East. They came back from last year, 83-79, 100 wins, 59 losses. And I got Giovanni on right now. Yeah, how you doing? Had a little technical. We got to work things out. That's how the thing we go these days. Get so excited to get going, and you got to hit a lot of buttons. And when you got to hit a lot of buttons, a lot of shit happens, and then you get things going and you go crazy. But how about this for RK? Orioles, first AL East title since 2014. Anthony Santander hit a home run. They're going to have home field throughout the AL East playoffs, which is beautiful for them. RK's got to be ecstatic. Yankees, this is the first time in 30 years, no Yankees, no Cardinals and Red Sox in the postseason. I love it. New blood. I think it's great. How about Judge? 103 games, 37 home runs, 75 RBIs, average 269. Had his 34th multi-home run game this season. Yesterday, they got lost today, but at least the Yankees are guaranteed finishing no worse than 81-81, which is shit. And I got something from Bubbles today that Joe Beningo on the Fan was talking and saying how the fans have been duped by Stephen Cohen. New owner comes in and he basically jumped ship after one season. Jump ship. Yeah, that's what did I say to him? Yeah. Punted on the team. Punted. I said, hey, Bumbles, you have Lindor, a 30-30 season for nobody cares. You have Pete Alonso with 46 home runs. Senga, the second rookie, he's kind of, he's an older rookie. Second rookie with 200 strikeouts, joining Dwight Gooden on the team. You have the Yankees, Garrett Cole, 15-4. He's probably going to win the Cy Young. Why? Because he has 15 wins. Is that why? But his team isn't playing for a postseason berth. But, 15-4 is the best pitcher, and he's the second best ERA behind Blake Snell. So two players on losing teams are going to end up winning the Cy Young. Blake Snell on the Padres. The Padres, Yankees, and Mets, $880 million this offseason, and all three teams not making the playoffs. I was talking to Jason about his Chargers, about that Staley, is not a great defensive coordinator. The defense isn't playing great. They spent all that money on Jackson, who was a healthy scratch last week. You have Mike Williams out, who went over 100 yards last week in their win over the Vikings, and he's out. So now Johnston, the rookie at TCU, is going to have to step up. And he's got speed and everything. We'll see. His Padres, because I was like, how do they win the title? Basically, this is what they have to do. Oh, and I said Soto to the Mets is a rumor. I said, wow, that will be interesting. And is only a rumor because Jeff Passan mentioned in a live stream that he could see it seriously happening. Report today of a possible extension. Padres will make Juan Soto a very good contract extension offer. He has felt very good with the team. Very good chance he'll stay, so we'll see. He thinks the D doesn't suck. Staley's been making all the defensive calls, which has been insane. Finally brought in a defensive coordinator and still calls the place himself stupid. J.C. Jackson, healthy scratch. Miami, Titans. Miami's a good team. And Miami is a 2.5-point dog at Buffalo this week. So no respect. We'll see. I thought tonight that the Lions would score 70 points. Is not going to happen. And he sent me... Basically, Padres order the playoffs. Padres have to go 4-0, so they have to win their last three games. Cubs have to go 0-5 to end the season, and they actually have been they lost 5 straight. Marlins have to go 1-5, and the Reds have to go 0-4 for them to make the playoffs. And what are they, 11-2 their last 13? And I was checking out today, the Mets are playing the Marlins. I'm trying to see, of course, it doesn't work. Marlins are up 2-1 in a rain delay, and it's not going to stop raining, so I don't think that's going to happen. Devils beat the Rangers in preseason. The Blue Jays beat the Yankees 6-0. And tomorrow, Game 3, Liberty Suns, and Asia Wilson for the Aces is the first WNBA player to have three 30-point games in a postseason, and she's done it 3 games in a row. She's pissed off she didn't get the MVP where Breanna Stewart got it. And all I keep talking about is how much these women, it's rough. These women play, and they play rough, and it's serious stuff. I talked to Josh. I want to get the company together at a house. I was talking to Aaron. Get Anthony, Kev, Josh, Aaron, and get them all together and let's talk sports. Let's talk about the company, the creation of the company, the shows they watch, and just let's talk about what they want to talk about. And I said, that would be a great idea. And Josh was receptive to it. I said, that's a good idea. I love that. I love that, Jason always sends me stuff. Did you see last night in the Braves game? They called a foul ball. They called a pass ball. It hit the Braves freaking bat. How did they let that happen? How did they let that happen? And Damian Lillard is going to the Bucks, and they're saying the Bucks now are one of the favorites to win with Giannis and Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is not a young guy. I mean, they both average 30 points a game, but Lillard missed a lot of games last season. So I'm not sure. Drew Holiday is an older player, but that was a glue guy for the team. Now he's gone. Portland got him in the trade, and they said that they're not going to keep him. So then they said the Knicks and the Pacers could be front runners for him. We'll see what happens. I don't think that's enough to get them to win. They're already selling Damian Lillard jerseys, which I think, I'm cool with that. Not cool with that. I knew that was going to happen. And Tyler Hero, a Milwaukee native, says he has to get a Lillard signed jersey, I guess, which shouldn't be a problem. And now that Jimmy Butler thinks there was tampering done, yeah, all right, Josh has joined us. There we go. And he thinks there's tampering, I don't know how he ended up with Milwaukee, but I guess Milwaukee gave a better deal than Miami gave. And Miami is now like, what the fuck happened this offseason? We thought we're getting him, we're not. And now Milwaukee gets him. I feel that he's a good player, very good player. Yes, very good player, Damian Lillard. But I also feel he's older. How old is Lillard now? Lillard is not a young man. He is not a young man at all. And I know he puts up amazing numbers, and he's been there forever. Damian Lillard, age is 33, and he will be 33, and he'll be 34 next. Okay, so 33 this season. Not young. Not a young man anymore. We'll see what happens on that front, but time will tell. I was talking about, Michigan's coming out this weekend, and she wants to leave Saturday night because Taylor Swift is coming again to MetLife. She's coming to MetLife again. And I'm like, Swifties, they go crazy. The Swifties go crazy. And she feels we should not even be in the vicinity of MetLife. And what I've read from Rich Samini is that there is tension and friction in the locker room. And Robert Saleh even said, well, he's got to do better. No shit. You really think he's got it? Really? He's got to do a lot better. And if he's another shitty game, which he will, because Zach Wilson is not an NFL quarterback. The game goes by him too fast. I don't care what they say about practice. Practice is practice. The real game, real speed. He's not NFL. He's not NFL ready. He's still not NFL ready. Michigan has joined the house. They're playing Saturday 3:30 against Nebraska, but I totally agree. They talked about Ryan Tannehill in a trade. He's in last year of his contract. They're not playing well. Maybe they want to let him go, but then who starts instead of him? I mean, the kid out of Liberty, and I haven't heard that Levis has played well in Priest. They're not that he's a little slow. It might be a little time for him. So if they get rid of him, do they give up on Tannehill, and do they go all in on Malik Willis or Will Levis? And he is an upgrade. He is an upgrade on Zach Wilson for the Jets. And I feel like they lose this game. That they go to Denver. They got the Eagles. Then they got the Giants. I mean, I feel like you're just pissing this season away. And then Robert Saleh, what the fuck? I mean, come on, dude. Really? Yeah. Of course there is. Zach Wilson is our quarterback. Yeah. You take Ryan, but I don't think Cousins is. I hear you, Josh, but I would prefer Cousins also, but yeah, I just feel like sometimes, a guy gets a change of scenery and he just takes off. So that could happen. I mean, I'd like to see it happen, but I think Sunday could be ugly. And if he has a shitty game and he's not generating offense, you're going to see Garrett Wilson getting pissed off. You're going to see Breece Hall getting pissed off. And I feel Dalvin Cook is going to drop, give Michael Carter carries. And can we finally put in Jeremy Ruck, the tight end for the Jets. What's it? Ruckert? Jeremy Ruckert? Is that his name? I want to make sure I get that right. Jeremy Ruckert? Yeah, I'm trying to, the kid, what's he out of the dump? Jeremy Ruckert played at, the dump. That's a guy who they keep saying they got to get into games. So are we going to make it happen already? And Saleh, come on. This is it. I thought last week was it. He didn't show you shit last week. You should have beat the Pats. Now you're playing the Chiefs. Sunday Night Football. Fans going to be there. And I just think he's going to have